You're watching Two Button Crew.
Your daily Nintendo of fandom.
I'm Scott.
I'm Simeon.
And I'm level... No, I'm not going to tell you my level.
No, I'm not either.
Would we be embarrassed?
I would.
Yeah,
maybe.
Well, some people are obsessed with Pokemon Go.
Yes, so this is our review of Pokemon Go for what we have so far. Maybe we'll do another complete review. So let's talk about it. Scott, what are your experiences? What are you thinking so far about Pokemon Go?
Well, I think probably the biggest thing I've enjoyed is just seeing a Pokemon resurgence. And I know that you're not on Facebook right now, but if you were, you would see most of your friends talking about Pokemon Go. It's like either fighting about politics or catching Pokemon.
Yeah.
I saw a post the other day that said, half of my high school friends are getting married and having babies. The other half are playing Pokemon. What a time to be alive.
Okay, I gotta share a story real quick. My wife and I were at the bank the other day, and we saw two dudes on longboards going down the sidewalk.
Cheating.
With full-grown beards.
Yeah.
Their cell phone in one hand and a cigarette in the other hand. They're just like chilling down the street, and I'm like, roll down the windows. So we roll down the windows, and we're like, are you guys playing Pokemon? And they're like, yeah. And then later that day when I went to work, as I was getting out of my car after catching a Pokemon, I see one of my coworkers walking through the parking lot like this, and I'm like, JT, are you playing Pokemon? And he's like, yeah, I'm catching this Pidgeotto. And when I go inside, everybody's talking about it.
Wait, you can't catch Pidgeotos though, can you?
Yeah.
Thought you had to like catch multiple and then evolve them.
You can catch evolved Pokemon too.
Is that so?
It is so.
I have yet to do that. So,
sorry.
Yeah. A lot of people are having server issues. And
man.
I must say, I've only tried to log on to the game one time when I got the server message. So I know other people are trying a lot more than I am.
I've gotten it so many times
Really?
I can't count. Yeah.
Interesting. I feel very compelled to bash this app for the terrible, horrible, bad, very good, rotten.
Very good. Very good, rotten.
Very no good. Very rotten, bad UI. This app.
Now, what exactly is the UI?
So
Enlighten me.
That'd be like the user interface.
Oh, yeah.
I know you're just playing devil's advocates. I mean, right?
Yeah.
The game, you could say, like, it's the opposite of what Zelda gets criticized for, holding your hand or whatever.
Yeah.
But they just went very far. Like, this is bad onboarding. There's another app term for you. Getting people on board with your app, getting them up to speed on how to interact with it, how to play. This app basically drops you in the game, like, assuming that you were in the beta, or assuming that you've played Niantic's other game or something like that. And it doesn't even assume that you have played Pokemon games or something, because it's not Pokemon mechanics. No. It's its own stuff, like what's CP? Well, it doesn't tell you. You have to figure it out. How do you move your character? You have to figure that out.
Indeed.
You know, how do you fight in gyms? I still don't know.
Okay, that is the most frustrating part. It says, it kind of explains it a little bit, but it does a really bad job of explaining the combat system.
Right.
He says, when you're in a gym and you're fighting, swipe left or right to dodge. And I assumed, I'm like, okay, is all you're doing dodging? Because he doesn't explain how to attack.
He doesn't.
It took me forever. Like, half my Pokemon were dead by the time I figured out how to attack in the first gym.
Yeah. I know. All 6 of my Pokemon I brought in with me were dead. And by him, you're talking about Professor Fitness or whatever.
Yeah, right? Professor Willow.
Yes. So I think that they had a colossal fail on like this app needs tutorials. Bad. I also just don't like how like web-based the app is. and Pokemon Shuffle is like this too, and Miitomo to some extent, but it gets away from the conventions of phone apps and makes it like a website, and it's not clear where you're supposed to click or tap, you know. Did you know that you can pick up your Pokeballs that you've missed? Like that,
No.
that are rolling. You just tap them.
What?
You never know in this app when you can tap and what it does.
No.
Here was like the first thing. I'll show this screenshot of something that was like when I was just trying to figure out this app. One of the first things that I was faced with is this giant blurry X, because this app wasn't designed with a concept that graphic designers like myself know as the zero data mentality. You design it from the ground up for the person's first experience, and you build on that. You don't expect there to be data there. Mm-hmm. Apparently I was missing something, so they blew up this giant X, which is just horrible.
It's gross.
I was stuck on the Gyarados loading screen for a while as well. But on to some positive stuff. You can find Pokemon in very weird places. Sometimes.
I know one of my coworkers found a Ghastly in the bathroom.
Well, I find that every day. My wife likes posing with the Pokemon, so that's fun. So yeah, but just really, really, really bad app design. Anyway.
Yes.
So
move on.
I haven't seen much need for money. That's nice.
Mm-hmm. Yes, that's good.
I don't think I'll have to spend money on it if I don't want to, although I hear it's making a lot of money for Nintendo.
Oh, I'm sure.
If only just for their shares. We saw Nintendo's largest share increase in the span of a day through this game. So that's great news for them. Happy for them. I thought some of the mechanics were weird, like you can catch duplicate Pokemon to evolve them.
Yeah, that's kind of odd.
What are some of your thoughts, while I collect some of my
others? So it's been crashing on me like nobody's business. Mm-hmm. Like I'll throw a Pokeball and it'll go into the animation where you may have caught it, you may have not, and it'll stop and it'll pause on the Pokeball, and that's a common error apparently, and I have to exit out of the app, completely close it and restart it and figure out if I've caught the Pokemon or not. Mm-hmm. Now at that point I have no chance to actually go and retry catching the Pokemon, whereas if the app didn't crash, I'd have another chance. So that's really frustrating. Yeah. The system is confusing. We've already talked about that. It doesn't explain enough. And it doesn't explain the battle system well. There's a lot of things that are just like, you just got to figure it out.
Yeah, and a lot of websites are taking it upon themselves to write guides. And they write headlines like, Pokemon Go, everything you need to know, or Pokemon Go, what to do in gyms, how to find gyms, and all that stuff. And this is documentation that, one of the reasons I love Nintendo is because their menus are so good. And my least favorite feeling in video games is not knowing what to do next. So I almost gave up on this app before it hooked me somewhat. My first good experience was I was waiting for church to start, and by the way, church attendance is going way up all over the world.
Oh yeah,
because they are gyms.
Yes.
Which is great. I'm sure that's what their intention was. So I had some time and I walked around the lake and I found just a ton of Pokestops and Pokemon, and that was like the first time I really got it. I was having fun. I was walking a lot. And I got it, I figured out that you had to spin the Pokestops to get the stuff out of it. And I thought, okay, this is cool. I'm finding new things, and I'm learning about, some plaques that were around the lake, and it gives you information for locations, which is pretty cool. So, it's definitely a mixed bag.
I think one more bad thing that I think that they can fix is I think that there should be more Pokestops in towns with less Pokemon, and then more Pokemon where there's less Pokestops, which is out in the wild. I think that they just need to find that balance and make that real.
I don't know who does this though. Like, who chooses what the Pokestops are? That'd be so hard.
I know. Well, I mean, obviously the first thing that you see when you click on the app to open it is sign in with your Google account. So you know that they're using Google Maps for a lot of this. But this is the other thing that I wanted to bring up is this is going to be a huge financial thing if Nintendo is smart, because people are going to say, I want to pay you money to make my business or church or whatever a Pokestop where they can find rare items.
Yes.
That is going to happen, and that is going to make Nintendo a lot of money.
Like a premier Pokestop, or a Poke Center, or what do you call places where you heal your Pokemon?
Pokemon Center, yeah.
Pokemon Center. We need those. I don't want to use all my revives.
No, I don't either. Okay, so last things. Let's wrap this up.
Okay, I think something worth noting, even at the end, is with the accounts. Like you said, we had to sign in with our Google accounts. A huge missed opportunity to have my Nintendo and your Nintendo account. I should be unlocking rewards and doing missions on Pokemon Go, and I don't think they should have released this app without that.
I agree.
This would be a huge chance to get people into the Nintendo account structure.
Yep.
So that should have been like the main primary way to sign in. So that was too bad. So this app is missing a lot of features like trading and battling with your friends.
Yep.
Like my Nintendo. I don't really know what to do with this. Just grade it as it is, I guess.
I guess so.
And hopefully it'll go up in the future. So right now, I'd give it like a 4.5 out of 10 or something.
Okay.
Ouch, that hurt me to say.
Okay. All right, so I'm going to give my wrapping up remarks. I've been pretty negative so far.
Yeah.
Or at least neutral. This game, first of all, is the next game in the Nintendo experience. Pokemon Go is the next game in the Nintendo experience, okay? It is essential that you play this game now. Go and download it. I don't care how many issues it has. This is, and I'm going to say this right now, and I don't think that I'm going to have to eat my words. I am calling this game the most culturally significant game of the decade.
Whoa.
I'm just going to refer to it as the game of the decade because it has made Pokemon cool again.
Yeah.
Okay? Half of the people that I know that or have seen that are playing this game have beards. You go walking down the street, you see a guy with a beard on his phone going like this because you know he's playing Pokemon Go. You see kids doing it. You see women doing it. Everybody is playing Pokemon Go. It has taken the world by storm. It's not a surprise to anybody who's on social media. You see it.
That's impressive. Like, this is past Flappy Bird status.
Yes.
Maybe not by downloads, but by hype.
Yeah, by hype. And
Angry Birds, anything like that, this has surpassed.
Bam. And for that reason alone, I don't care about the problems. I think that a lot of those are going to get fixed. I'm going to give this game a 9 out of 10. Go and buy this game because it is hype. That is it. I don't care about the problems. I overlook them for now because this game is taking the world by storm. 9 out of 10. Be hype. Get hype. Go download this game if you haven't. You probably already have.
All right, so I see that our team no hype and our team hype status has remained intact.
Yes.
Oh, and speaking of teams, this is a great chance to start some drama.
Yep.
Instinct?
Instinct.
Yeah.
Yeah. Team Yellow.
All right.
Woo!
Well, guys, thanks for watching. Thanks for being part of the crew.
Don't forget to go download Pokemon Go, or once you do that, go on our website and click around because we have fun stuff on our website. It's really cool.
Yes, and let's not forget to promote something that we're doing special for you guys.
Yes.
This is a viewer survey, and what that is that we can make this channel better for you. It's all about the things that you like, the things that you don't like, about TBC, about Nintendo, about which social media you want us to be on.
Absolutely.
Everything like that.
Let us know your thoughts. We want to be better for you guys.
So it'll probably take you about 10 minutes to fill out, and we promise to make the channel better for you guys. So thanks for doing that, and we will see you next time.
Signing out.